I'm Kevin Devine and I meet stars and celebrities right here on the streets of London and have great chats with them, like this. So I'm actually quite honoured today. I'm about to meet somebody I've admired for many years. Lord Bragg, how are you today?
I'm very well. Nice to be in Wardour Street in Soho with yourself.
It is. Well, what's a typical day for you away from presenting?
Well, I have two sorts of days. One day when I'm busy in television and radio, and that's getting up quite early, 6, that sort of thing, and getting on with it. We've got little offices around the corner there, and we run, well, we're going to run the New South Bank show from there, and so on. The other days when I stay at home and write. So they're completely different, which so far has been okay.
How do you find the two disciplines, the differences there? Because when you're in writing mode, do you have to sort of put on a different mindset, or?
Yeah, I've thought about that a lot. I don't think there's an easy answer. I think it's first of all because I had to. When I started work when I was 21, I was married, and we had a child about 4 years later. So I'd earned a living from the start, and I luckily got a job at the BBC. So I was working flat out, but I also wanted to write. So I used to get up at 5 o'clock and write before I went to work. When that broke down, I started writing at 8 o'clock at night and wrote till 2 o'clock in the morning. So I'd always had the habit of writing on my own and going into work. And I did that. I mean, my books didn't make me any sort of a living until I was in my early 40s, late 30s. And then it wasn't great. It was very nice, but it wasn't great. And so I just got to the habit. I had to do it. And you get habits. I mean, most of life is habit. As the great William Blake said, all art is unceasing practice, unceasing habit.
And very good disciplines as well.
And you live around here as well.
And you're based in the heart of the creative capital. Yeah. And the South Bank show now, you've covered all the arts over the years. Do you have a particular favourite branch of the arts?
Well, I think
really
I'm addicted to literature. I read it. That was my big thing, big escape, if you want. Ambition when I was a child. The libraries in our yard, the town library. So I just went backwards and forwards to the library, the council house yard, and there was a library in the corner. Then the movies, which were just terrific.
Yeah.
Comedy, I was on the radio, and then all the things I discovered later. Theatre, when I got to be 17 or 18, went to university, opera, ballet, all that was added on much later. But the core of it, I think, is literature and movies.
Because it's quite unusual. You've talked about becoming a writer yourself, and that was one particular branch that attracted you.
Well, it was easy to do, to write. I mean, all you needed was a blank piece of paper and a pen, and you didn't need any offices, you didn't need anything, you didn't need any equipment, and you had an idea of how to do it because I'd read so much. Now, my idea might have been completely wrong and mistaken and very rough. There you go. But it was some sort of an idea that got me going.
Reverse engineering, putting that into place. And the film stars you've met over the year as well, and the theatre stars, who excites you currently out there in the scene? Because you've met them all.
Yeah, the thing about doing arts programmes full-heartedly and as hardly as we're coming back on Sky Arts with 6 absolute terrific programmes. They go from grime, these black lads over in Bow in the East End, between the richest part of Europe, the Canary Wharf, and the new booming Olympic Centre that's the centre of youth poverty in this country. And out of that's come a new music movement. 10 years. Dizzy Rascal, all those guys. We're doing a programme on them, doing Nick Heitner, arguably the best theatre director in the world, with the best theatre in the world, the National Theatre stuff, teaming over New York. We're doing Nicola Benedetti now.
Sure.
And so we go across the arts, which is very much, as it were, my background and what I learnt when I came to London. I'm so late for this meeting.
Okay, a pleasure to meet you, and thank you very much for your time. How do we find out about you online?
Oh, I don't know.
Do you have a website, or?
No, I don't have a website. I think the company has a website. No, I don't.
We'll put a trailer up for the new show. Thank you for your time. Good to meet you.
Good to see you.
And enjoy your meeting. Cheers. Thank you. Bye-bye.